In today's heartwarming news, an Arizona grandmother and her accidental text buddy gear up for their 8th Thanksgiving together. Meanwhile, a resilient dog is back on the trails after surviving 72 days in the mountains. In environmental strides, New Jersey plans to ban gas-powered car sales by 2035, and New York installs its first offshore wind turbine. Lastly, a sigh of relief for thousands of veterans as the Veterans Affairs halts impending foreclosures. Let's dive into it. In a heartwarming tale of an accidental friendship, an Arizona grandmother, Wanda Dench, and a stranger, Jamal Hinton, she mistakenly texted in 2016, are set to celebrate their 8th Thanksgiving together. The duo first met when Dench accidentally invited Hinton to Thanksgiving dinner, thinking she was texting her grandson. Despite the mix-up, Hinton was welcomed to the feast, and the pair have continued the tradition ever since. This year, they've partnered with Airbnb to open Dench's home to others wanting to share in the Thanksgiving tradition. The lucky guest who booked the room will join the annual dinner, play board games, watch holiday movies, and participate in Hinton and Dench's annual selfie. The enduring friendship between Dench and Hinton has captured the hearts of many Americans over the years. Finny, a Jack Russell Terrier, survived 72 days in the Colorado mountains after her owner, Rich Moore, died of hypothermia during a hike. Despite losing half her body weight, Finny was found protecting Moore's body by a hunter. Now, less than 3 weeks later, Finny has regained almost all her weight and is back on the hiking trails. She's become a local celebrity in Pagosa Springs, with her survival story making her famous among hikers. Despite a possible scar on her snout, Finny is doing well and is a great comfort to Moore's wife, Dana Holby, who now takes her on daily hikes. New Jersey officials have announced a new rule requiring all new cars sold in the state to be electric by 2035, in a bid to combat climate change. The Advanced Clean Cars 2 rule stipulates that by 2027, 43% of new light-duty vehicles produced by manufacturers must be electric, with this percentage increasing annually until it reaches 100% in 2035. The rule also imposes stricter exhaust emission standards for gas and diesel vehicles. Despite endorsements from environmentalists, the move has faced criticism from fossil fuel groups, retailers, and some lawmakers, who argue it will increase costs for car buyers and does not take into account the feasibility or the lack of infrastructure for electric vehicles. New York State has marked a significant milestone in renewable energy with the installation of its first offshore wind turbine at South Fork Wind, the state's inaugural offshore wind farm. The 130-megawatt wind farm, developed by Danish renewables giant Ørsted and Boston-based energy provider Eversource, will be the first utility-scale wind farm in U.S. federal waters. The project, located 35 miles off Montauk, will consist of 12 Siemens Gamesa wind turbines, capable of powering 70,000 homes and eliminating up to 6 million tons of carbon emissions. The energy produced will be sold to the Long Island Power Authority under a 20-year agreement. All turbines are expected to be installed by late 2023 or early 2024. The Department of Veterans Affairs, VA, is pausing foreclosures for 6 months for veterans and service members with VA loans. This decision comes after an NPR investigation revealed that thousands of veterans who availed of a COVID forbearance are now at risk of losing their homes. The forbearance program, established by Congress after the pandemic, allowed people with a loss of income to skip mortgage payments for 6 or 12 months. However, the VA ended the part of the program that allowed homeowners to affordably catch up on their loans, leaving many veterans facing foreclosure. The VA is developing a new program to replace it, but it will take 4 to 5 months to implement. The VA's foreclosure pause aims to assist veterans with their loans while the new home retention option is launched. That's it for this week's fill of inspiring news. Let me know in the comments which story you liked best. Also, if you enjoyed the content, please like the video and consider subscribing. See you next week.